Hello, YouTube family. Thank you for joining me today. I have a wire wrapped bracelet making video. This is a very easy, beginner friendly bracelet. And this is what we're going to be making. This is a child size. I actually made this for my little daughter. She loves pink and she's been asking me to make a bracelet. So this is going to be for her. But we're going to make this in an adult size. You can use any beads that are smaller in size because our measurement is going to be for the smaller beads. And so for that, I'm using some pearls. They are different sizes. They're not all same shape, which makes a nice design. So I'm going to use these pearls and I have a little clasp and a jump ring. And for wire, I'm using a 24 gauge wire here. And this goes through the small holes of the pearls very well. And then we need some kind of a measuring tool and then your pliers. So let's get started. My wire, I have 40 inches in length cut out already. So 40 inches in length. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to measure myself about 9 inches. So that's my 9 inches mark from one end. And then I'm going to take that spot and I'm going to take my round nose plier and I'm going to carve this spot out so that it looks like this. I'm just straightening out my little loop there. Okay, so once I have my loop done, so I have a short length and a very long length. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my long length and I'm going to wrap that long length around my short length. And I want to go about 6 wraps. So that's one wrap right there. To zoom in a little bit to see if you can see better. Okay, so there we go. So that's one. Gonna go another 2, 3, 4, 5, and one more. So the first setup wraps, I'm doing 6 of them because I want the beginning and the ending part to have 6 wraps. And then after that, we're only going to do 3 wraps. So I'm going to add my first bead. And then I'm going to bring it all the way to my wraps here. And then I'm taking the wire that we're wrapping with and making sure that I'm pressing it down with this, with my pointer. I'm going to do my first wrap. So that's one wrap. And then that's second wrap. And then that's third wrap. Now bring it up. And then I'm going to add my next bead. And you want to make sure that you're wrapping the same way, that you're not going this way. Otherwise, you're going to undo your work. So press your bead down and then bring your wire around. That's one wrap. Two wraps. And third wrap there. and then add another bead. And the way to tell when it's time to add the next bead is when you put your bead and do your first wrap. So your first wrap, when it comes and crosses your first loop, that's when you know that's your first wrap. And then go another one. And then if you keep holding this on the same spot, then you know where you ended it to, or where your wrap ended. And so there's my third wrap. And I'm bringing my wire to the same spot before I add another bead. So because I'm holding it at the same spot and doing my wraps around the beads at the same spot, you can see that the wire is covering the beads at the same spot. Like if you see here, they're exactly at the same spot. You can do either ways. This looks nice, but I know in this one, I didn't do that. I kind of went anywhere I want. Like this wrap is here, but on this bead, the wrap is on the other side, then this wrap is here. So whatever design you like, you can do it. But if you want to make sure that your wrap stays at the same spot, then you want the wire to be at the same spot when you're adding your bead each time. You can add more than 3 wraps, but just make sure that you have the same amount of wraps every time, so that it looks nice and even, like the space between your beads. That's 1 wrap, 2 wraps, 3 wraps. I like projects like these where you don't need too many components and things to make something, because it can get pretty costly if you have to go buy 5,000 different components. So this is a nice little way to make a simple yet really pretty and dainty bracelet. There's 1, 2, and 3. Okay, again, I'm bringing my wire to the same spot before I'm adding my next bead. And we went shelling this weekend, so that's where I got this. That's where we got these shells. I know they're broken on this end, but makes a really cute little dish like that. Anyways, I wanted to share that with you guys. Okay, so I'm gonna keep going until I have about 6.5 inches in length, and I'll see you guys. Okay, so I have my length completed, and this is about 6.5 inches long, and I am ready to finish this off. So after my last bead there, I did put 3 wraps, and then now I'm going to trim my length. And I'm just going to quickly tuck that end so that it's not scratching. Okay, and then now to finish this off, I'm going to take my round nose plier again and hold at the spot where the wrap ends, and then bend it, and then make a loop there. And then I'm going to take my wire and wrap the rest until you get to the point where your other wrap ends. This is a very pretty design, but it is very hard on my aging eyes and my wrists, so I can only make about 2 of these a day. Okay, I went a little bit over the other wrap, so I'm just undoing that a little bit. And then that's where I need to cut off. And I'm actually going to use a chain nose plier to press it down. Okay. So that is why I did 6 wraps on this end. So that way, because we had to add extra wraps on this side. So that is why, so that it's even on both sides, we added that extra wrap when we started the bracelet off. So now I am ready to add my clasps. I am using this clasp here. It is a pretty small clasp, but because our beads are small too, it kind of is a nice size for our bracelet. So this one comes with an open loop, so I can just undo or open the ring part and close it. And then at the other end, I'm going to take a jump ring and slide that jump ring in on one side, and then my other part of that clasp goes on the other side, and I'm going to close that loop or jump ring. And that is it. Our bracelet is complete. Let's try it on. I might need help doing this clasp though. Let's see. Let's see. Nope, I was able to put it on. Okay. So there is our bracelet. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. See you on my next one. Bye.